friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Rosey, and thank you so much for taking a moment out of your busy day to spend a few moments with me. I really appreciate it. So in today's video, I want to create a little spring sign. Now I say little kind of jokingly. I do have an 11 by 14 shadow box. So let me just bring that in super quickly here. So here is my 11 by 14 or 14 by 11, depending if you're going portrait or landscape. So one of the things that I wanted to do was kind of like a welcome sign, but here's the thing. Because it's an oversized shadow box, the 14-inch part, I can't really use the traditional 12 by 12 papers. I'd have to look for something that came in an 11 by 14 or greater, like a 12 by 24. But instead of doing that, I was thinking, okay, how can I use up my scraps as well as make it be able to fit this way? So I knew that the height was going to be okay at 11 inches because, scrap of paper is 12 by 12, but I knew that going this way is where we were going to run into problems. So what I did was I cut myself several strips. Let me just move this over. I cut myself, let me show you which one first, strips of this scrapbook paper that I have. It's by Simple Stories. The name of the collection is So Happy Together. So when Tuesday Morning would sell those scrapbook pages in like a bulk of, say, 50 of the same page, for like dirt cheap, that's when I would buy all the ones that I'd like, because I'm like, you know what, in a lot of instances I want to use, or I'm going to need to use, more than two 12 by 12 of the same image, and a lot of times in the collection kits you get one, maybe two. So I would definitely pick up these and then just kind of put it aside for when I needed it. So, and here's the back end, which I love this yellow plaid. I think it's just so springy. So this is the collection that I'm going to be using. The strip sizes are 2 inches wide by 11 inches in height. So what I did was I used all the same scrapbook paper throughout, but I just alternated between, let me move this over here a little bit, alternated between the side A and side B. So for instance, we'll start here, and then I just flipped it over and then went back to the front and then flipped it over. And you see we get a really cool design, and it's not going to matter about not having enough, because it's all going to be evenly spaced and it's going to be really nice. So I cut myself several pieces of these strips. Not sure how many I'm going to use right now, but we will see as we kind of go along. And then what I did was I just pulled out some of this American Craft Sticky Thumb double-sided little sticky dots, and this is what I will use because I don't necessarily want to put it down forever. I just want it to be put down for this particular season. And then what I did was in Cricut Design Space, I just wrote out the word welcome, and then I cut that out 3 times, and then I just added foam squares in between each layer to really give it that depth. So here is that. So we've got that. So let's see how that's going to look. I'm not sure if I'm going to add in some flowers or what I'm going to add in. This is going to be a total surprise to both you and me. Okay, so I have all of this. Let me go ahead and start to bring in our first pieces, and then we'll go from there. Push that over. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and just bring in my little shadow box, just kind of giving it a nice clean. I'm not going to be using any vinyl in this particular project. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and just undo the back, and we'll lift up all these prongs. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to bring this in, and I'll put my glass piece to the side for a second. So all I'm going to do is just kind of put these down. Let's see, I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. Okay. Now let's see here. I am going to, let's see, make sure first of all that it's going the right way. And yeah, see. Okay, I'm just looking at the back so that I know which side is which. So this is up. So I will go ahead and put that down like that. Then I'll bring in a yellow, and then I'll flip it back over, make sure that it's on the front side, going the right way. Bring in my side B, bring back in A, bring in B, bring in A, and that should cover all of our, let me see here, that should cover up all of our back. Okay, so that should cover up the base right there. Now it is going to hang over just a little bit, and that's okay because I want to go ahead and I'd rather make it larger and then cut it down as opposed to making it too small. So everything I believe is going and facing the right way. Let me see, hold on a second. This one I think can be like that. Yep, okay, everything looks good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just put down some of this adhesive on each one, and we'll go right through. Okay, now that I have all of my strips put down, I think that looks really, really nice. And this is a great way to use up your scraps. Now, if you didn't have, say, multiple of one particular one, that's okay. Just use different scrapbook paper and you can give yourself a nice little eclectic look. You know what I mean? So that's a great way to use up your scraps in a larger project. Okay, so now I ended up using 7, I believe, strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 by 11. 7 that are 2 inches by 11 inches. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just bring in my welcome. I think that's going to look really, really pretty like that. Okay, so now I need to make sure that I'm going to place this down well. So what I'm going to bring in is my T-ruler. I love this thing. I use it for just about everything. Let's see, where is here's my little one. So let's see, if it's 7, I know that I have to go in the middle here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 5 would be, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so right here is the middle. Let's see. And as usual, I have changed my mind. So I was going through everything and making sure that everything was pretty centered. But then I was thinking, well, what if I'll move this up a little bit. What if I put the welcome on the bottom? I think that would be really, really pretty if I was to do that instead of like in the middle. Let's see here, in the middle, bring this up a little bit. Okay, so instead of that, perhaps doing it more like this. I think that would look really pretty, right? Yeah, you know what? I want to do that. Okay, so the other thing that I want to do is I need to make sure that, let's see, that I'm going to be high enough that it's not going to catch the edge of the frame. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm going to bring in a little bit of washi tape, something that is not very sticky at all, and I just put it on the bottom. And just so you know that this particular welcome sentiment came in 2 pieces, so that's why the W is not attached. I could have gone ahead in Cricut Design Space and made it so that it was all one, but it didn't really matter. Okay, so I am bringing in, let's see, my T ruler, and I'm going to say about 1 inch up. So let's see, about 1 inch up. And again, I'm just using some washi tape in the back so that it won't rip the paper. Okay. Let's see, what if I was to do something like that? Okay, now let's go ahead and see if this is going to work. I'm bringing back in my, let's see, I'm bringing this back in. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, 1 inch I think is going to be perfect. See that? I know the second part fell down a little bit, but the W you can see, so I like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that now. So we're going to go up about 1 inch. Okay, let me take off all this washi tape and throw that away. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and just place some glue. Bring back in my T ruler. Okay, like that. All right. Oops. Now I'm using art glitter glue because I forgot to order my reptile glue before the winter because they don't ship in the winter. So luckily, thank goodness, I have several bottles of art glitter glue and barely art, so I am still good. Okay, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure this is there. Okay, is that right? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and bring in the W. Okay, let's go ahead and place this down. Okay, and that should be, yep, nice and centered. Okay, let's go ahead and put the top back on my glue here real quickly. Okay, let's see. Make sure, give it a minute just to really adhere and stick, and I think we are good. Okay, let's move this over for a second, bring back in again here, and I am going to one last time clean up my glass. Okay, let's bring this in. Oh my goodness, I love this. You know what I'm thinking thinking is, hold on a second, let me grab something. Okay, I brought in some pieces. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not, but I brought in some gold gems we might use. I brought in a couple of little charms. So then I brought in some clear cording. It looks like fishing line, so it's kind of like invisible, so I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate that. And then I brought in some of these dewdrop gems. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, what's going to kind of pique my interest, but we're going to find out together. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to go ahead and remove this from its base. So let's go ahead and just open this back up. So here we have this. So what I'm thinking is, let me grab my scissors real quickly here. And again, we're going to find out together how this is going to come out. Okay, so let's see. I'm just taking 3. You know what? Maybe I won't use these at all, and maybe I will just continue to use these. I think that's going to be the plan. Okay, so see how quickly I just changed my mind? All right, let's see here. Let's do the first one. Okay, so we have those. And then let's place a few up here. Let's see. Do I want to do it up and down, kind of like what I did down here? Or, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that I want to do... Let's see, do I want to do that? Oh. Decisions. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let's do 4. I'm a rebel. Yeah, okay. All right, let's put this back again. I just had to move it up just a little bit, guys. Okay, let's go ahead. We need to close this up. Now, this is going to be the final no matter what. No more looking for things to change. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, that's perfect. I like the way that these are now centered and a little bit higher up. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think this came out so sweet. And what a great way to use up all of your scraps. Even the word welcome can be made out of using scraps. I absolutely love this. Alright friends, well that's all I have for you today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have, guys, thank you so much. Your support goes an awful long way in helping my channel out. Alright friends, until the next time, stay safe, be kind, and keep it creative.